Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone back to Towns, where today, what shall we do today? Where are we? We need, we have a dining room, basic dining room, it'll keep people happy. We could start building a series of personal rooms, but I think for now 11 people ought to suffice for our needs. I don't think I'm gonna go here yet. Not because of the froggies. I think we need to get working on armor. Let's focus on armor and a hospital first. Let's crank the game speed to 5 and blast off. Do I have... how much food do I have? I have plenty of breads. And some cakes! Which will increase my happiness. Everyone go chop a lot of trees. Now, when your people get hurt, they will sleep in their beds and they will heal 5%. But if you build a hospital, you can increase how fast they heal. Now we're going to put down some beds in the hospital. And then in utilities, you'll find this, which I think further speeds up the process of healing. There you go. Does everyone have a weapon yet? I have bamboo. I should work on bamboo. I have 11 people, so let's queue up 11. If you use shift click, by the way, you'll add 5 extra orders. Here, 5 extra. If you hold control, you'll go 100. Control is only really useful during the end game when you have piles and piles of things. I like how he's stealing the bed. Good job. Or should I say, good job. But don't forget until you feel the click. Oh yeah, sometimes fruit trees just give you random additional fruits. Okay, we're making bread, but no one's hauling it. That's good. That's alright, I guess. Oh no! Direct, yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so now we have lots of stuff happening. How much wood do we have? Let's set up a minimum. Okay, we already have a minimum supply of 20. About 10. That lets us make 5 bamboo sticks. So let's equip. Everyone will now pull out their own personal bamboo stick. So now at the very least they'll be able to defend themselves in case they encounter a froggy of their own. Okay, let's see. What else should we do? Oh yeah, we got the hospital set up. That's all nice and dandy. I don't think I've done much with walls yet. Let's just destroy those flowers. They're in the way. Let's... you know what we need to do is we need to get some regular old barrels set up. Which to hold my supplies. Now, a barrel will hold 10 of any respective item, and you can regulate what it holds by using manage. Let's order up a few more bits of wood, because this is going to take a lot. Once we have these barrels, we'll have a much more centralized way of organizing. One of these large messes of things, we'll just have a neat stack of barrels. You have the armor cabinet, which stores armor, the item chest. And as you can see, they all have something poking out. Like this one has tongs sticking out. This one has bread. Here we have some chicken and some wheat. Here, I don't know. I think silver and something else. Gold and something else. Here we have a little plant. And here we have an ite. I think that's a... oh, let's take a look. That's probably a snickerite. Here we have some weapons and some shields. We don't have shields, though. Okay. So, when you click manage, you can select a few things. Barrels can only hold what they belong to, so this is a raw materials barrel. Can't believe I did that wrong. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Unlock essentially queues it up to be put somewhere else. I think people still put stuff in it, but you can just move it somewhere else. I wanted to put raw food barrel in it. These, I always mistake those for some reason. Also, if you ever make anything inside a barrel illegal, they'll make it their top priority to jerk out whatever's currently inside. Is anyone doing this? No. So I can just put down my raw food barrels. These are to hold wheat, flour. Okay, so yeah, they'll put the barrels typically on what the stockpile is. So that's a really nifty way of moving a lot of barrels. But now my people are a bit busy, so let's just do their thing. Okay, now everyone has at the very least a weapon to wield. They'll have significantly more chance to win a fight. Look at that, they got a lot better stats with that. Now you might not wonder how the stats work. Attack is essentially you get a higher percentage to hit if it's higher than the enemy defense. Defense works just the other way around. It makes them harder to hit. There's a minimal 5% chance of getting hit, and I don't think there's damage randomization. You just hit that amount. Okay, let's have a look at my food stockpiles. We can't even keep 5 bread on hand. Lovely. Yay, they're installing the barrels, and now they'll put things inside them. Look at that, all that nifty wood is all stored and ready to go. That it? We have our food supply already set to go. Well, we got most of the food. I get some sugarcane being harvested. I think I'll plant some more sugarcane because I need that a lot more on a short-term notice than I do anything else, because it's like for cake. Everyone likes a cake. Now, what I could do is I could dig a channel. I could like dig this way and then expand my farm in a slightly more reasonable looking fashion, but I don't know. Ah, look at that. We got flour and wheat. We've got bread in our stockpiles. What else can we make? Something fun? Nah, I don't think I want to bother them too much right now. Let's focus on something else. Do I have bones yet? No, I don't have bones yet. Those will come eventually, don't worry. Bones will become a bother eventually. Now people put them neatly away. I can plop down another row. Queue up some more wood. Yeah. That ought to do it for now. Let's focus on a few small decorations. Just to make this, this place a little bit brighter. A little bit cheerier, a little bit jollier. I always like a little bit of symmetry. Where's the chimney at? I think it's a furniture, actually. Yeah, it's a furniture. Can I cancel that? Yep, no one's doing that. I know it probably won't help until I give them a few minutes off, because people won't get happy by decorations unless they, like, there's a thing in this game. Happiness is that they have a work to do, but they're not overworked. They have 2 counters that will go up as they work, and 1 that goes up as they idle. If either one reaches 0, or, you know, reaches a certain critical point, because they're not doing it enough, they'll become unhappy, and they'll stop noticing decorations. So they're either too lazy or they're too busy. So if you really want happy people, you'll feed them lots of cake and you'll give them an occasional break. You just let them kick those legs back and have a blast. Either way, I need to start assigning a place where people can sleep. I think digging away this mountain would be the fastest way to get a nice open space, and it would give me some stone at the same time. So how about we queue up the mountain? Okay, harvest this, mine, Mine this. Oh yeah, this is because I'm using 3D mouse, by the way. If you press M or click this thing over here, you'll stop. You get this. This is a non-3D mouse. 3D mouse is really useful if you don't like the Dwarf Fortress way of doing things. I'm not gonna waste wood. Just died. A tree keeper, where? Oh no! Tree keepers are lethal if you don't at least equip them with something. They can be very powerful. This will keep him busy for a bit. Man, did they decrease the spawn rates for mud? Yeah, they totally did. Oh, this is for maximum stock. Essentially, you build up a burner and you say, well, if I get too much bones, throw it away. Which is useful because you're very likely to get a whole stack of bones eventually. Okay, keep it digging, digging, digging. Diglet dig, diglet dig. Trio, trio, trio. Oh, they're such happy little worker bees. Well, they're 11 happy. I need 22 happy. You know what? How about we end this episode with me building a nice large building in which they can all have a sleep. I'll see you when I get rid of this mountain. Ooh, that took a long time. We've entered the second month, no less. Yeah, big operations like this, a few things are important. One is storage. You need to have some storage to keep all the mud. The second thing, and this is a pretty important one, work in chunks. Don't mine the entire mountain at once or go layer by layer. Every assignment, especially mining, consists out of two phases. The actual digging and the hauling, because everything you dig will leave behind some sort of dirt or stone or ore, and people are going to have to pick that up. And that counts as work. So, dig away too much at once, and they'll be busy for hours pulling things to your barrels. If you don't have enough barrels, they'll just leave it behind, and you can't really do much with that, can you? Oh, if they need it, they'll pick it up from the ground. They don't have to be in stockpiles of barrels for them to use it, but it'll be cluttery, it'll be messy. Okay, so I've decided to go for a 4x4, 3x3 configuration, which means I have 3x3 rooms in a 4x4 grid. This means that I can accommodate 16 people per floor of this complex, which is reasonable. So this, the needed, is essentially a number as to how much happiness you averagely need in order to get the next wave of immigrants. Immigrants will come in waves depending on how many rooms you have available. So if I have 15 people and I have 1 room left, and I get that number, I'll get 1. But let's say I have 10 people and I have 14 rooms. Then once I reach it, I get 4 people. I think 4 is the maximum, so don't go too far. Now in every room it's nice to have a bed. I think it helps them sleep faster. It might not. And that's the immigrant tune. Dun, 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 dun. Just having a... Did someone just die or did someone just fight a froggy? What happened? Oh no, someone just kicked a froggy. Oh, well, that reminds me. I need to queue up some more... Yeah, I got 4 immigrants because I have lots of rooms available. I need to queue up 4 new bamboo sticks so that they don't get bamboozled. Well, let's queue up 1 more because I have an extra room left, and someone's going to move into that eventually. Yay, beds! Beds are being built. Building beds real fast. Immigrants, by the way, are always stuffed to the brim with food. So don't worry about them starving if you don't have the food necessary to, you know, keep them alive. So now everyone has a fighting stick, so they won't immediately die if they encounter a froggy or something. I have a stick left. I should make a little armor cabinet or something to store that stuff in. Because I do intend to... No, actually, why an armor cabinet? Oh, I'm being such a silly bean. I like being a silly bean. I don't need that one. By the way, quick tip. You cannot put furniture in chests. There are containers for decorations. There are containers for raw materials, raw food, prepared food, utilities, which is this chest. Ites. All of these have it, but furniture, there are no chests for furniture. So you're going to have to always have a little stockpile available on which you can put your spare furniture. Not that you'll need it, but if you ever unlock something, you want to make sure that your people know where to look. Now that they have beds, they'll be significantly happier about sleeping. You know what? I think it's time we started focusing on the grander scheme of things, you know? Think big, think large, think wide, think tall. A tavern? I don't know. Are we ready for heroes yet? I don't know. I think we'll skip away from the heroes for now until we get this house set up. Until then, I'm gonna set up my market, but where? Where would my market? I think my market would go nice around here. You want to make a nice big market. Something you can put lots of things in. Then clean up a bit. Maybe put a little fence around it or something. I always like putting a little fence around it. So once you have a tavern, you'll start attracting caravans who will come eventually. But yeah, most of your people when they're idling will gather at here. So a market is a really good way to see who you have. Heroes will also come here when they're idling, so it's a really good way to know who you have and what they're doing. Like, oh, people are idling. Well, I might as well queue up a new assignment then, because there's lots of people just standing around, picking the noses. Picking the noses. Look at that nose picking. You know what? Let's make an atelier. And there comes another immigrant. Yep, just one. Let's see. Let's make a color mixing bench or two. Oh no, we need some iron. I can't make that yet. Too bad. Too bad. So sad. Because I kind of wanted to make some cloth armor, which I saw a sheep walking around, yeah. And sheep can be skinned multiple times, so you could just make one hide skinning table and then just keep extracting the sheep, and I could make some armor. It's cheap and it's easy to get, and then maybe make some leather armor. I think they're just too lazy right now, or they just had a really tough time working. You know what? Let's expand my potential industry by adding some more of these. It'll also get my stone off my back. Whoa! Do 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 do. Oh! Kind of smelly. So how are we gonna end this episode? Don't even. I really want to go downstairs just to get the iron. So since this is going to be a cube of 4x4x4, which equals 46 people, in case you're a smartass, let's go and set up where my tavern will be. What are these? Oh, these are just trees. Just chop them all down and cut this and harvest this. Yeah, my peeps are happy. I've got some capacity now. You don't want to chop all the trees and bushes, because only wild, non-planted trees will drop it. This doesn't count for pear and apple trees, because you can just get a pear and you can turn a pear into a seed, which counts for most fruit trees. Just not wild trees. Okay, let's set down a tavern. A tavern. A tavern! Tavern needs to be 5x5. That's a decent size. Can I fit? No, they'll be smooshed together. Let's just randomly plop down a few tavern rooms. Make an adjacent tavern and then slap some more tavern rooms on it. Not that I can accommodate this many heroes, it's just a little precaution. You can only have as many heroes as you have the root of your people. So if I have 16, I can have 4 heroes. If I have 9, I can have 3 heroes. 25, I can have 5. 144, and I can have 12 heroes. So there's that. You do need to have special furniture. We'll focus on that later. For now, I just have my thing set up so caravans can drop on by and say hi. I think my people are lazy enough that we can start working on getting a few apple and pear pies. You know, some extra variety in the Dutch kitchen. In case you're curious, the reason I say that is because there is a brand of food packets, like boxes with like some spices and instructions on how to make food. Because here in the Netherlands, we just love cooking. Because of our history with Indonesia and stealing the fuck out of their shit, it's very common for us to eat Indonesian, like probably in a Dutch fashion. Because we still are not Indonesia. And, yeah, certain companies like to say that they bring a little bit of variety into the Dutch kitchen. Because apparently we never had any variety, despite being a nation that is entirely built on trade. We never took the effort to trade. And why do people keep running into froggies? Where the hell are... Oh, they keep walking to me. I think it's time to set up a guard and a barrack. We'll build a barrack over here and build the dungeon entrance around here, nice and central. By the way, that's a good tip. Always build your dungeons entrances in the centralmost area, because it gives you a lot of access space and it makes it a lot easier for your heroes to explore without running out of food. So next time we're gonna focus on you know, not surviving, but we're gonna focus on taking on the world, on going fisticuffs, you know, putting up them dukes, throwing a punch or two maybe. You need to get your stick. There you go. Use the stick. Oh, look at that stick. So cool. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. I hope y'all had a blast. Yeah, we're getting in the... Yeah, that mountain just took a lot of time to get rid of. But in return, I get a perfect building ground for essentially whatever the hell I feel like. If I'm correct, now everyone has a decoration. Yeah. No. But which rooms wouldn't? This one, this one, this one. No, everyone has a decoration now. Because see, it's 4 times 4. The outermost candlesticks 4, opposites 4, center 4. That's 4 times 4. Neato. Oh, look at that. Look at that. People are they're just exploding with happiness. Next time we're going to build a house and the tavern. And we're probably going to build a little barracks. And we're going to smash our first layer into the dungeon. Yeah. Adventure time.